All right, guys. Anybody here go fishing? Who's a fish? Oh, Pam, Callie, Becky. All right. Who else? Anybody else? Let me see your hand. Oh, Margaret. Oh, Peggy. Okay. Kathy. All right. Well, I don't. Actually, I went fishing years ago before I was married. Where was I? Myrtle Beach. And my sister and I get on this fishing boat on the ocean, and it was a very wavy, windy day, and the horizon was going like this, and everybody else was downstairs doing what they needed to do, and and my sister and I were just throwing these poles out there and catching fish. It was hilarious. We didn't have a clue what we were doing. um, but I just want to share with you today that you need to go fishing in your business. We should always be fishing. We should be out there looking for new friends. All right. So I'm going to share with you some ways that you can go fishing. Now, I decided to try something new. So I hope my presentation works. So yeah, you know what? This is where we can all be adventuresome, okay? Right? Right here with friends.
Right.
So
Do
forgive
it,
me.
girl.
All right, so let's see if we can get this going here. I'm gonna share my screen. Can you see my screen with all the fish?
Or
That's,
yes.
Says
Yes,
fishing for
Tom.
friends.
all right, we're gonna go fishing for friends. Yay! All right, guys. Um, fishing for friends is prospecting. And if you're in sales, we're in sales, okay? We are in sales and we need customers. And how are we going to get customers? We need to go find them. So we've got to go fishing and go find us some new friends, all right? This is going to unlock your business, all right? This is going to grow your business and maximize your connections, all right? How many of you guys would love more connections? I mean, right? When there's like a recruiting challenge or a dating challenge, you've got to have connections to go to, or you could want this all you want, but you've got to start with your connections. So let's go fishing. So it's very important that we prospect, okay? It is the foundation, okay, of your business, all right? It's going to create those relationships. And if you were on, when did I do this? Last week, the party? What did I start with, guys? I started with the meet and greet, okay? I started with building relationships. I didn't even talk about Tupperware or whatever that was. I was like, who are you? How do you know the host? What do you love to do? I mean, just building connections. All right. So this is key to growing your business. Okay. All right. So, um, where are we going to cast our net? There are many places to cast your net. We have warm markets, we have social media, we have community spots, and we have shared interests. Okay. So, what's a warm market? These are your family, friends, coworkers, people you work out with, the people you're familiar with. Okay. These are your easiest opportunities because you already know who they are and they know you, and it should be the easiest place. Okay. This is your warm market. And then we have social media, okay? You should be out there on all these platforms, and it is a treasure trove, okay, of friends, okay, that you can engage with. You should be engaging on posts and stories and direct messaging people and being authentic. Just don't go out there and spam post, spam, whatever. Just you be authentic. You're interested in something they posted and you think it might be a good fit, then you start the engagement, okay? And Nikki, who can't be on with us today, is really, really good at this and was hoping she'd be on to share more about that. But we'll get her next time. All right, community spots. All right, if you go to the gym, farmers markets, church groups. These are all places for you to network, and you can do this um, softly. Okay, you might have your big T. All right, you might be carrying your water bottle. You might have your lunch in our lunch on the go containers. All right. These are places where conversations will just get started. All right. Attend local events in your community. If your community is having a community picnic or anything like that, you want to be part of the community. All right. And shared interests, okay? Maybe you belong to groups, a gardening club. You're part of a pet owners group, okay? You're a foodie, okay? How many of you guys are foodies out there? All right, there's lots of foodies out there. We have big connections, all right? All of these eco-friendly shoppers, okay? These are all fruitful connections for us. They're all part of our business, okay? And so finding this common ground can help you understand who that person is and who that new future host recruit might be. All right. Told you I'm new at this. All right then. Okay, so um, where's the fishing holes? Where are we gonna find them? Okay. So the warm market, again, this is your trusted circle, all right? And we talked about that. Expanding your reach on social media, engaging posts, all right? You guys, we have great opportunity to champion. You can go to the Champion Copy Paste group. Jessica is just sharing, and you need to take advantage of that. You just take her stuff and go with it and grow your social media network, all right? Connect locally. This is my local fair, okay? So the people in my community know I'm their Tupperware girlfriend, okay? And of course, finding that common ground with people that maybe are pet owners. Isn't that cute? Or maybe you have something common like your parents have dementia and you're part of a care group. We all need to be part of a group and sharing. So there's lots of places for you to make connections and go fishing. All right. So your network is a tide pool of opportunities. Okay. You're rich with potential in this tide pool. And you have these relationships and you can grow and nurture those relationships. And how are we going to do that? You're going to start with your list, right? You're going to start with your list. It all starts with the list. It starts with a list, okay? So if Pam throws out there a recruiting challenge, where are you going to go? You're going to start with your list. And this list is always moving. It's not constant, it's dynamic. People are going to come off, people are going to come on, okay? Now, you can do this one of two ways. You can either grab yourself a notebook, and I don't even have my notebook anymore because I go digital. Okay, I have lists, I have contact lists, and I do it that way. You work the list any way you want. Okay, what works for you, but you got to have a list. All right, and who are you going to put on that list? Start with two names. Okay, start with people you know that love to host parties. Do you have a friend that just loves to have people over for any reason? Maybe you know people that enjoy cooking, they want a new recipe, or they love being organized. Um, People that are active on social media, okay? People that appreciate eco-friendly products, okay? Just these are just some thought starters for you. There are so many more, but start with that list, okay? Um, and then, of course, next to that person, you're going to add their name, how you know them, where you met them, something you enjoyed about them, something about their family. If you're working any craft shows, events, affairs right now, you should have your lead slips. And as soon as they leave the booth, I don't know about you, I do not have a photo, what's that word? I don't have a great memory. They leave the booth and I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna remember that person. And then like I go back and look and I'm like, dang, I don't remember. Right? Right, guys? So turn that lead slip around and dress right down. Oh my goodness, she had the cutest little kids. Oh my goodness, her mother was adorable. She had a beautiful smile, or she really was interested in our cookware, okay, or our grill. He or she, they are into organizing. They really want to get their kitchen organized. Whatever. Okay, you write that down. So when you make contact, you're going to be genuine and they're going to know that you listened and you heard them. Okay. So make sure you jot those personal notes. Um, Keep it updated. Okay. So you're going to regularly go over this list. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Follow ups with these people before you get a result. And the result might be you did a party with them. Maybe they actually just finally order something from you or they join your team, but something is going to happen. I have never ever had anyone say, don't call me ever again. Never. One, because I respect them. I'm not going to call them 10 times in a row. I'm going to call them maybe this month and or contact them. However the contact is, and now my lead slips is how do you want to be contacted? Text, email. social media, however they want to be contacted. Okay. Maybe I shared a flyer with them. Maybe I shared them the Tuppermania sale that's going on. And maybe I didn't get anything back. Maybe in a month I follow up with them again. All right. So this could take over a year. Okay. And don't be discouraged. Just keep on asking and being persistent. All right, guys. Now, your contact list is your tackle box. Okay. How are we going to categorize these people? Um, The warm waters, remember? This is your inner circle. This is your family, close friends, coworkers, loyal customers. These are the people you approach casually, heartfelt, and you can be direct with them. Okay. And Pam, you raised a hand. Are you asking me a question?
I raised a hand. No, we're live though. We're live on the face page. So
All right. All right. So you might say something like, "Hey, Aunt Lisa, you know what? I'm doing a summer giveaway. You want to check it out?" Okay. Um, hey, Christine, I know you've always loved Tupperware. Would you love to see what's new? Okay. So these are just casual. These are your casual. These are your warm, uh, inner circle. All right. So then you have your acquaintances. All right. So maybe they're your husband's coworker's wife or something like that. All right. Maybe it's a neighbor. You don't really talk to them too much, but you see them casually, you wave and that kind of thing. A gym buddy, you see in passing, school parents. You can be friendly, curious, and you can have a light touch with them. All right. So maybe you saw them post something about meal prepping. Maybe you give them a direct message and say, "Hey, would you mind if I shared something that might help you out?" And of course, maybe you met someone at the Parent Teacher Association. Can I share something that fun I'm working on? Maybe it's a new recipe. Maybe it's a new organization for your pantry. Okay, so these are your current acquaintances. New waters. Okay. These are people in groups that you belong to, but you really don't know who they are, okay? Maybe someone referred you to them, Have you ever been tagged in something like someone's looking for something, something? They're like, "Hey, I know Loretta, she's in Tupperware." So you don't really know who they are, okay? And again, you can just say, "I'm doing a beach themed product demo," okay? Want a sneak peek. Right now, Jessica's doing, I think, the beach party, and I forget what the other one is. Anybody know? So go to the champion copy paste groups, guys, and she's got the party out there for you. Hey, your friend Sarah said you love eco-friendly kitchen tools. Can I show you a couple products that we have in our line? Okay. These are just thought starters, guys, and make them your own words. I'm just sharing some words for you. You make them your own. If that's not what you're going to say, you say what you're going to say. You put your personality and your style into it, okay? Then you have the big fish. Okay. These are potential hosts in your recruit lead. These are people that love organizing. They love sharing. They love extra income. Okay. You want to make them feel empowered that they have an opportunity that they can work with here. Um, you know what? And this is another thing that I did at my parties is when I asked them how they knew the host and tell me something about them, those were going to give me tools, insight into how I could fit this business into her lifestyle. Okay. You'd be amazing at this. Would you like to host a co beach bash with me? Okay. Your friend Pam said she'd love to have a get together with her girlfriends too. What if you did it with me? Okay. Um, ever thought about turning your love of organizing into a side gig? And I will try to post this, but this is a new program that I'm using, so I still have to figure it out. I'll get it out there somehow or another. Okay. Um, then you have those crabby but curious. Those people that, you know what, they said no, but in the back of their head, they're really kind of curious about this. And they said no to you the first time, or maybe they said maybe, and they're kind of like blowing you off and everything. They didn't bite the first time, but maybe you'll get them to nibble this next time. All right. So gently check in. All right. You want to give them their space. All right. You know what? We chatted last year. Do not throw away your leads because you think they're too old. Okay. Don't. You just be honest with them And you can just say, hey, I've had a lot of things going on. I'm just going through my past leads. I met you at the home and garden show last year. And I've just, you know what? Would you love to see what's new in Tupperware right now this summer? Okay. No pressure. Just thought of you when I saw this new beach party set. Maybe you put a beach set together or beach recipe or whatever it is. Okay, guys. So you just be honest and sincere when you're doing these follow-up questions. Okay. Now, cast your line. Every conversation is a cast. All right. I really don't know much about fishing, but I do know you need to cast. All right. Some are going to bite, some won't, but you keep fishing. Okay. All right. So when we were on that Myrtle Beach trip and everybody else gave up because the waves were crashing, whatever. And so they're like, I'm out. You know what? My sister and I, we stuck with it. Okay. We kept fishing and we caught fish. All right. There are some big waves out there right now. There's probably a lot of negative things going on out there, whatever. But you guys, you be the positive one and you keep fishing because people are looking for positive, friendly, fun in their lives. Okay. They have enough of the negative. You could be that rainbow in somebody's cloud. Okay. So be casual about it. Have meet with them over coffee or happy hour at the or at the beach. I don't care. At the park with the kids. Okay. It doesn't have to be in an office. It doesn't have to be on a Zoom. It doesn't have to be so professional. It's casual. We're girlfriends. All right. Um, so ask someone you've chatted with recently that might love to do what you do. Okay. Do you have someone on your list? Maybe it's in your head, maybe your list is in your head, that every time recruiting comes in, an opportunity comes up, you're like, man, I'd really love to talk to her. But then you start to judge. No, she found a job. No, she has young kids. No, she has, whatever. You just make things up, but you honestly don't know. Okay. And be a great listener. Yes, Jenny and I, we love to listen to each other. Guys, you're going to make your next best friend in this business. Okay, go fishing. Yes, you're going to have a new team member. Yes, you're going to have a new host. But more importantly than that, you're going to have new friends. All right. I was going through my pictures to find pictures for this, and I wanted to reuse real pictures. And I'm telling you, they're either family or they're Tupperware friends. All my friends have become Tupperware friends. Okay. Um, so ask open-ended questions, questions that are going to lead into something else. All right. You don't want to ask the yes, no questions. All right. Um, and then actively listen because you're going to use that. Okay. When you're going to be sincere and authentic with them. Um, have an inviting atmosphere, at the hotel bar, at the pool, wherever, guys, around the fire pit. All right. If you have a fire pit, invite your neighbor over, have a glass of wine with them. Okay. Think of your social circle as a shoreline. There are hidden treasures there. They are right before your eyes. Just need to cast your net, okay, or your pole, whatever it is. All right. So you want to bait the hook. All right, and sharing your story is going to bait the hook. We all have stories, and people connect to stories. I do not connect to words on a paper, bullet points about flexibility, commissions. I, I, I react, and I am attracted to stories, people's real life stories. I don't know how many times I've heard Pam Cliff's story, or Jenny's story, or Ellen's story. I cry and I get emotional every single time. It's a real story. Bonnie's story, okay? The Christmas presents under for her kids. I mean, that's what I remember. I remember the stories, okay? So make your narrative engaging, however you want to do it, okay? For me, it's always around my family, all right? And being flexible and living the lifestyle I want to live for my family, okay? I don't know why. I'm already getting teary-eyed. Can you see that? Because it's real, okay? That's what people are going to be attracted to. Um, so I'm going to dare you to write down your dream, one sentence, one sentence. Make it very simple. Okay. If you're out there on social media, use fun language, emojis, just infuse that message. All right. And you can't see. Can you see that? Oh, shucks. Go back. I'm going to go back. Oh, I want to go back. Can't see that. All right. People don't buy products, guys. They buy the vibe. All right. Maybe make your vibe irresistible. How you make it you. Okay. I cannot be Pam Clift. All right. I don't have blonde hair. Okay. It's just not me. All right. So you make it you. All right. Where are we going here? We're gonna bait the hook, and then you're gonna reel them in. All right. Since you took the time to get to know them, and you jotted some notes, and you heard what their friends said about them, okay, and you casually sat down with them. Now you gotta reel them in. All right. Mm. Hey, I'm doing a fun summer getaway with my Tupperware business. One in, okay? Just really simple, guys. Don't overcomplicate this. Don't feel like you have to have this script and then you can't remember what it says and then you stumble and then you don't you know when a salesperson is reading off a card, okay? And they're like robots. They could actually be in front of you and they just have a script memorized and you're like they're not listening to a word you're saying. They just don't hear you. You can sense that. They can sense that, guys. So you keep it simple. Hey, we're having a fun summer picnic, okay? We used to have those champion picnics and maybe we'll start them up again one day. All right? Invite them to come. It's casual, it's fun, okay? Thought of you when I saw this new container, whatever new product we might be having coming out. Maybe we have something new soon. We have new colors. We just came out with a drop. Yeah, they were products of the past, but it's new right now, right? Those clearly elegance. Telling you guys, people want serving products for their picnics, okay? That's not glass that they can take with seals on them. They can travel with them, okay? They don't want just a pretty bowl. What are they going to do? They're going to go to the family picnic with what? A ceramic bowl? No, they need that clearly elegant right now, okay? All right, where are we going? Where are we going next? Follow up with warmth, okay? And that's how you're going to have those deeper connections. Maybe you saw them post something about something that's going on in the family right now. Maybe there's a health issue going on. Just you know what? You don't talk Tupperware. You just follow up with them and just say, I'm praying for you, or I just want you to know I'm thinking about you. You know, I just saw your story pop up and want you to know if you ever wanted to talk or something. Okay, you build those warm connections because when the time is right, okay, they're going to remember that warmth that you shared with them. All right, I'm getting sentimental. Remember that, Bonnie? All right. Don't be afraid to make waves, guys. Be enthusiastic. All right. Your enthusiasm is contagious. All right. I don't know. Ellen at her last couple things where she is so enthusiastic right now, it's contagious. All right. If I wasn't that excited, she got me excited. Okay. If I didn't want to like grow my business right now, you listen to Ellen. She is so like excited right now and it's contagious. All right. And that's what you have to do, guys. You have to be contagious. All right. These people out there, they're whatever's happening in that life, they need some fun, contagious excitement in their lives. All right. And you could be the one. All right, celebrate the catch. All right. Some are going to say yes. Some are like, no way, I'm out. It doesn't matter, right? You like Pam always says, you just ask them and you let God sort them out. It's not our job to judge. It is our job to ask. If they take the bait, great. If not, we move on to the next fish. You know how many fish there are? I don't know, but there's lots. Okay. We will never run out of fish. Okay. We will never run out of people to ask. Okay. It's just our job to go out there and ask them. All right. And just celebrate. Maybe you celebrate. I got 10 no's today and I got one maybe. You celebrate the maybe. All right. I don't know about you guys. I can go through 10 no datings, no parties, and all of a sudden I get this one yes. And I am so excited. I am so happy. It'll drive you. Okay. So celebrate it. Don't be afraid to celebrate it. Um, Prospecting is not pressure, guys. Guys, it's play. Okay. You do not create pressure. No one likes to be pressured. No one likes to be obligated. And you can even say something. You know what, Francine? It's okay if you say no to me, but I just wanted to share with you. We've got a fun little cooking event coming up next week. Love for you to hop on. And you can say no. You take the pressure off, guys, and you have fun and you play. Cast wide. All right. Don't don't put yourself in a narrow niche. Don't do that judgment thing. Don't say, I can't ask my neighbors, they already know I sell Tupperware. Well, maybe they forgot. Okay, maybe life is happening. You know what? You just go across the street and you ask, come on over. Come sit around the fire pit. We got a new piece of Tupperware I'd love to show. I'd love your insight on it. Okay. Bait well and reel it in with heart. Um, Approach prospecting with a playful mindset. Focus on connections rather than making a sale, guys. All right, you'll sell the bowl. You'll sell it. I promise. Okay. Embrace the process of fishing. Go out there and cast wide. Okay. Get out of your comfort zone. And every interaction is an opportunity to engage. All right. It's every interaction, every person you talk to, every sales clerk you meet, every bank teller you talk to, whatever, they are all relationships that can lead to your success. Okay. All right, guys. All right. That's fishing. I am going to dare you to start fishing. All right. You make your list. You have those. I will try to post this out there. Okay, guys. Thought starters. You've all heard of Frank. Start with family, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, kids, moms, whatever. Okay. But you go and you start that list. And I'm going to dare you. Start with just 10 names. Okay. And start adding. Okay. And make that list because you're going to need it. Do you not want, what if your calendar had 10 parties in it next month? Would you be excited?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd be excited.
Excited, yes. And Pam would be so excited, guys, if we had 10
Very,
parties in our lineup next month.
very, very, very.
Right?
I'd be so excited. My
You
future be
gotta
so bright, I'd
start.
have to put on shades.
Your future's going to be so bright.
Yes, so bright. Oh my goodness.
Come
Okay.
on, guys, go show
So
for love. It's
thank you, Loretta. Oh, ow.